using this Ruffland Water Hole water jug. This is made by Ruffland Kennels. So if you're familiar with the kennels that they make, they're made out of this roto-molded plastic. It's the same material. This one that I have here matches my kennel exactly. So it's the exact same material that's used for the kennels. So because of that, this thing is a super sturdy water jug and water dish that holds about a gallon of water. So you can fill it up either, probably easiest putting water here, but it also has this cap on top that you could fill from there, but that's also the way that you get the water out. So what you do is you pour water in this section, like I said, and then you can tip it after your dog is done drinking so that the water kind of stays in this reservoir area in the back and you can carry it in your vehicle. This allows you to be able to carry a good amount of water in this thing without having to use a separate jug. So if you're out hunting or on training or on a long trip where your dog's going to need a lot of water, you can have water stored in here even if they don't drink it right away. And then you could just kind of fill it up as needed. It comes with this really nice carrying handle that makes it easy to kind of throw around or carry around in your truck or your car. And to drain out the water, like I said, you just unscrew this plug and drain it out. So it does drain out pretty easily. The way the plug is situated here on the bottom, it's pretty easy to get it all out without just kind of staying in there. A definite pro to this water dish is how durable it is. This thing, you could throw this around and it's not gonna be injured very easily. It's super sturdy. Even if your dog kind of gnaws it a little bit by accident or on purpose, it's gonna hold up pretty well. So this is definitely something that you can throw in the back of your truck and you're not gonna have to worry about it getting damaged super easily. It's also probably not gonna crack if it's super cold out, so that's nice as well. I think this is very helpful to have, especially in the summer when it's really hot, or just, if you're out on a hunting trip and it's warm even in the fall, because it allows you to store a lot of water. And if you have multiple dogs, it's great. One can drink, the next can drink, you're not going to run out super quick. So that's a definite plus of this thing. I do think there's a couple things that could be improved on this. For me, if I'm storing a lot of water in this and I have it in my car upside down like this, so the water is not necessarily getting out, but I noticed that since I have an SUV, so that this is inside my car, not in like the back of a truck where I can't hear it. As soon as I turn onto a gravel road, which if you're doing any sort of training or hunting, you're probably driving down a gravel road, it would just start, the noise of the splashing was just super annoying to me. So, I guess that could be a personal preference, but I found that kind of annoying, and it was really kind of based on the amount of water in the container. So the more water it had, it seemed like it would splash and make more noise. Now, obviously, if you have a pickup truck and it's in the back of your truck, you're not going to hear that. So for people with trucks, that's probably not a concern. The other thing is, I think it's kind of bulky for everyday use. So like if I go out hiking with my dogs for an hour, around my house, and I want to give them some water real quick afterwards, I tend to use a collapsible bowl. It's like a circular thing that collapses, and just squirt some water in there from a water bottle and give it to them. This is just, pulling this out of the car, filling it up with water. It's for everyday use. I think it's a bit bulky. But like I said, for a longer trip, or you're out training, or you just have it sitting near your car and your dog is coming back to the car, I think it's more useful in that sense. The other thing that kind of concerns me is if you have a bunch of water in here and your dog drinks out of it and like they have some dirt in their mouth or, feathers or anything, they drink it and then some of that gets in the water, and then you tip it back up to save it for later. The next time they're kind of drinking dirty water. So that to me is a little bit of a turnoff. So I think you need to monitor that and see how dirty the water is. And if it starts getting dirty, obviously you're gonna have to drain it out and put some more in. The other thing, my Vizsla had no issues drinking out of this. However, my Ridgeback he doesn't tend to like new things, and he was really kind of freaked out about it and refused to drink out of it. So I think if you're a dog that's new to it, you might need to do a little bit of training and possibly put a couple treats in here first. I haven't tried that with him yet, but it would probably help. So, it might take a little bit of an adjustment for a dog who's not used to sticking their head down into something. And that would hopefully help but yeah, he was not a fan of it so far. Overall, I think this is a really solid product. Like I said, if you're familiar with Ruffland Kennels, it's the same quality, exact same handle, exact same construction. So, you know, their kennels are super well made. This is also really well made, and I think it's a great choice for longer trips or, you know, longer training sessions where you need a lot of water. It comes in a couple different colors as well. This is the older color that matches the older style kennels, so now it's mostly available in the orange and the millstone gray. So if you have a Ruffland kennel, you can probably get it to match, which is kind of nice.